Hello there, this is EM Fresh for Fresh to the Extreme. And today I'm going to talk about why I have orange top caps on my Fox 38. But I found out that you're not supposed to, according to Specialized, put a 170 millimeter fork on this S-Works version with the mullet. I had sent this into the Fox Service Center so that they can lower the travel from 170 to 160 so that I would not void my warranty. It was about $99. One of the mechanics called me up on the phone and asked me, hey, do you want a full service done and a full custom tune? I'm like, okay, I guess so. All right. And so they did it. And then they gave me these orange dials on it. And they said that's to let you know that you had a custom tune through Fox Factory Racing. The closest service is Fletcher, North Carolina. My buddies and I did a 3-day bike tour in North Carolina at DuPont State Forest. And I saw the sign for Fletcher in North Carolina. I was like, okay, that's Fox Factories. I didn't realize it was that close. Okay, so that's what made me do it. And so that's why. It's been Fox Custom Tune. Now, another question someone asked me, is there any difference? Can you tell the difference? Hell yeah, you can tell the difference. None of my shocks, even the rock shocks, don't quite feel right, okay? And the reason being is because they're not tuned to your weight. Now, there's two types of tuning, okay? There's an external, which is compression. There's high-speed, low-speed compression, and then there's low-speed rebound, high-speed rebound on the Fox 38 with the Kashima coated stanchions. But yeah, it makes a big difference. I gave the mechanics my specifications. I told them I wanted to launch myself when I go off a jump really high, but when I land, I didn't want to get bucked off. So somehow they did something in here, and it is just amazing. I can't even feel the ground. I thought it felt good before, but now that it's tuned to my body weight, it just feels absolutely amazing. This is an off subject. If you watch some of my other videos, I'm talking about progression, and I'm starting to realize I don't like progression. I like plush, but I want progression when I jump the bike. The link and the frame, okay, combined, will give you more or less progression, which is the firmness of the feel of the bike, supportiveness. And the more progressive your link is or your frame is, the easier shock works, but at a cost. It's not as quite as plush. And you'll see bikes like XC bikes with low travel are more progressive because you want it to go faster. But what I've done, I had bought this frame separately. I already had all the parts. So I just bought the frame only from Specialized for this S-Works here. And I immediately, without even testing the Float X2 here, okay, this is the Float, I think it's a Float X2, I believe. Yeah, Float X2, all right? So notice that this particular one, this came with the bicycle, but I had taken it off and put a Cascade Components link on here. And it raised the travel to I think 168, I believe, on the back. And then therefore, that's why I put it to 170, okay? But just like the Hightower, after a while, it started to make this clicking sound, like a clicking, and I know what that sound means. That means it's about to break. I highly suggest if you can keep your weight, and Specializes recommend range, just keep a regular shock if you have an S-Works frame, okay? Because this shock right here, according to Specialized, is tuned perfectly to this bike. It's only 150 millimeter travel with the frame. You notice it has a white logo on it, okay? Just like the orange stanchions. This is the shock I put on here with the Cascade Components link, okay? As you notice, okay, and I verified this with some of my other buddies who had the Float X2. Look how much more skinnier. The stanchion is not the same. The stanchion on this particular version is thicker on the Specialized. It's a little bit wider, okay? I think to fit the bike, they tuned especially to that. But the one aftermarket I bought is nice, like very long. And then even the canister is skinnier, see? It's not the same size. This canister on the Specialized is really fat. It's wider. But man, when I put that back on, I should have just kept it the way it was. Oh my gosh, it's totally different. I don't feel the ground. When you say Fox Float, yeah, it does. So next time when I buy bikes, I'm just gonna keep the standard configuration. I notice also that it's orange, see? The The logo is orange, it's third party, the aftermarket one. And this one here is white. That means it's factory, the white. That's the same thing as the orange. That's a custom tune specifically for this bicycle. And I used to think it was BS, but it's not. This bike feels like it's supposed to feel. It feels like it has more travel than it does. It feels it has more travel than the longer travel version because of the tune. Now you know why. Yes, I highly recommend, if you can, get the custom tune. Just go to the Fox Factory website and submit a support form. I think you can go to your bike shop, but it doesn't really match the same price though. And so I think your bike shop will pack it up for you if you don't have a box. But anyway, there you have it. That's the reason why there's orange knobs. Right now, I can't feel any small bumps, but only way to test it out is to take it to snowshoe, like on Skyline, where there's a lot of braking bumps. So say Killington, where you're on Blue Magic or Black Magic. And there's a lot of braking bumps because the trail is really long. But anyway, there you have it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't before, thank you for subscribing.